Welcome to the Chamber Highlights on ATMC TV. I'm your guest host for this month, Kelly Matthews. On this month's show, we'll be talking about everything Chamber. We'll meet our new membership director, Jessica Walker, talk about all the upcoming events, some new things happening in the community, and we'll reveal the entertainment for this year's Oyster Festival. Then we'll meet our brand new chairman of our board, Angie Sutton. Keep your dial locked right here for the next half hour as we bring you Chamber Highlights. And now joining us is Jessica Walker, new membership director with the Brunswick County Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about, what you do at the Chamber, how you came to be the new membership director there.
All right. I've been with the Chamber a little over 2 months now. I've really enjoyed working with the Chamber team and getting to know our members. It's a great experience for me to get out there and know our business owners in Brunswick County. My main goal is to focus on getting our business owners on board and expanding our membership, helping the community grow. I've gone out and had multiple meetings with different members, and they've really enjoyed being members of the Chamber of Commerce. They definitely find a benefit in it. And my goal now is just to continue growing our membership and expressing the need to have that in their business.
Yeah, and most people don't realize that we're not government run. Right. So all of the money that comes in comes from membership programs or events. So, it's a really huge job for you. It's a, pretty big shoes to fill to go out there and make sure that you're getting the membership and make sure that they're happy and that they're going to stay there, right?
Right. That's definitely a challenge, but it's one that I'm ready to take on. We certainly want our members to know that we're there for them. We're there to back their business, to support what they've got going on, and to help them grow within the community. Our goal is to let all of our members know that we're there for them, certainly, and to help them grow their business.
So if, let's say I'm a new member and I'm coming to you, what would you, tell them? What are some of the benefits of being part of the Chamber?
Okay. That's a good question. We certainly have a lot of new benefits, even new benefits that we've added throughout the years. One of our main benefits is just getting them exposure out in the community. They'll have visibility on our website with their directory listings. It links to their website, their pages. We've also got them in our print directory to any tourists that come to the area, anybody that checks out the Chamber that wants more information about our businesses. We're the best word of mouth for them, because we can certainly recommend anybody and everybody with the Chamber. They also have great opportunities to advertise, to get their name out there, to get their business more exposure. There's a whole
and they get discounts on sponsorships for the events that I do.
They do, absolutely.
So they get huge discounts on that. Sometimes as much as $500 off of a sponsorship, which is huge because people are trying to save money nowadays.
Sure.
So, by paying, a small membership fee, they get a lot.
They do get a lot. They certainly get the most for their money, and like you said, our membership fees are very minimal in comparison to other opportunities to advertise, and we can certainly help them. We're very big in Brunswick County. Our membership spans from Wilmington to Myrtle Beach, so we've got a lot of opportunities for our members to get the word out there about their businesses.
Yeah, and they get opportunities, of course, to be in our Home and Garden show, Brunswick Stew Cook-Off. We're doing a womanless beauty pageant this year, which should be lots of fun to see our members up there,
Right.
I guess, do people know what a womanless beauty pageant is?
I don't think they might have an idea about it, but we'd certainly, if you don't mind explaining that would be great.
So basically, we're going to ask prominent men in the community to dress like women for one evening. They'll have 3 outfits, like a casual outfit of choice, and a formal wear.
No swimwear?
No swimwear. I'm not sure if we want to see some of the men in the community in swimwear. Would you?
I don't know. It depends on what they look like.
I don't know about a bikini on a man or a tankini. I don't know about that. Isn't they'd have to shave and they might not want to. But it would be a good fundraising opportunity for the chamber. And who wouldn't want to come out there to pay a ticket price to see some of these men dressed up?
You're exactly right. And you did make a good point. With the events that the chamber does put on, it's certainly a fundraiser to help support our chamber. That's another opportunity for us to get funds into the chamber to help our community and help our businesses.
Because people don't realize, you know, that, like we've said, the money that comes in is coming from the programs, events, and membership dues and sponsorships and marketing. And that money goes to pay for, you know, the paper that we print on, the ink, you know, our facilities, the electricity, and people don't realize, you know, we're not getting the money straight from the governments. However, the towns do. You know, we apply for grants with the towns to get some of the money to help us, you know, run throughout the year. But it's an expensive thing to run, so we're really grateful for the membership, you know, that we have, and for the members that you're bringing in.
Sure, and those members that do participate in these events, they know how important it is to get that exposure for their business as well. With the, you know, Business Expo we've got coming up in April, it's a great opportunity.
It's open to the public, right?
Right, it's open to the public. It's a good opportunity for our members to set up a booth, have the public and other members in the chamber come in and just get to know our local businesses. It's an awesome opportunity for them just to kind of get the word out about their business. So.
Exactly. And I know the theme this year is like Earth Day.
It is.
So it's all green stuff.
It's a green
you know,
theme.
so we're trying to get the members to really talk about their products that are green. I know Al Fulford Heating and Air, they have the whole like geothermal stuff that's going on. I don't know the details of it because I don't know too much about heating and air, but that's pretty neat that they'll be able to really showcase their products that are green.
Right. And as Brunswick County, you know, we definitely want to push that. Do the most we can for the environment, and that's just one way we can do it is by having this Earth Day themed business expo.
Yeah, and the college has the sustainability program.
Right.
So that's a really neat tool that they can use. Speaking of the college and our membership, you know, they have the small business center there.
Right.
So for businesses that are just starting out or trying to get their footing in the community, that's a resource they can use. That and SCORE. So those are free services where you could go as a business owner and sit down and talk with people that have been in business in those particular fields for years.
You're exactly right.
Yeah, and that's a really cool thing. Not many people know that that's what's out there for
it's
them.
a great service, and we try to push it within our membership. I mean, it's like you said, it's a free service. They offer webinars and seminars, and you can go in and talk one-on-one and get help with business plans, marketing plans, and things like that. So it's certainly a benefit to our membership of the Brunswick County Chamber.
Welcome back. Now joining us is Angie Sutton with the Brunswick Beacon, who is also our chairman of the board of directors at the Brunswick County Chamber.
Thank you for having me today.
Thanks for joining us. We know you don't like to do this sort of thing, but you're great at it. We've been trying to talk her up, haven't we?
Thank you.
That she'll survive. Yep. We've been doing it.
Well, you know the old saying about TV puts 10 pounds on. Between that and just public speaking is, it's a little difficult. But I'm glad to be here.
But how do you work for media when you don't like, public speaking? You're with the Brunswick Beacon. You have your own nonprofit.
Right.
And you want to tell everyone what that is?
Yes. Actually, in 2008, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So in 2009, I started a support group called the Tata Sisters in Columbus County. There was not a support group in that area. And for me personally, when I found out I was sick, I wanted someone to talk to, someone who had been in the shoes that I was in. So I did start that group. So I do public speaking, but obviously working with the newspaper, I'm a little more behind the scenes.
That's true. And you're the ad director there, correct?
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about, what you do just at the Beacon?
Sure.
On a day-to-day basis.
Sure. My responsibility is the advertising, the revenue, the ads, the graphics, sales department. So I'm responsible for bringing money into the paper. A lot of people don't understand that it's just not about the newspaper. We have supplements that go into that newspaper. We have events that we do. So I'm in charge of all that.
Yes, and the Beacon does a supplement for the Home and Garden Show that just happened last month.
Absolutely.
And you do one for the Oyster Festival, too.
Yes.
But y'all do a great job with it.
Yes, thank you.
Y'all are really easy to work with.
And
Christy
you as well.
and Ann and Tammy and Keith, they're all really great. You have a great
Well,
staff.
and I have a great staff, and that's one thing that, people often ask me, how do you do all this? Because I have a great staff.
Sure.
You do.
That's why I can do what I do.
Yeah, and I guess you came about to the Chamber because of your relationship with the Chamber through the Beacon,
Absolutely,
correct?
yes.
So
yes.
do you want to tell us a little bit about how you came to, volunteer with the Chamber, if you've served on any committees, and then, of course, how you became our chairman for 2012?
Well, I actually was nominated for the board in 2010, so this is my third year in. My first year, I was just kind of getting a good feel for what the board does and what the Chamber does. Of course, I was very interested in that. I got very involved. So 2011, I was vice president of organizational development. So I just kind of moved up the ladder, and here I am. So, but I do it again because I enjoy it. I don't think people realize the importance of the Chamber and what we can do for your business.
Exactly.
And I'm big on small business. We need to support our small businesses in this community, and I just think it's very important to get involved.
Yes, which one of the programs we implemented was Buy Local, Buy Brunswick.
Right.
Which, again, we're supporting all of our members, but we take it and we focus on one particular group of members each month. And we go out, we visit them, we take pictures, do a nice little article so we can show people, what to do, how to, reach these companies, what products they have to offer. And it's always eye-opening for us. And I know you're big on buying local as well. And I know the board and the staff and volunteers, that support us, they want to go out there and be supportive and buy local, buy Brunswick. That's our billboard that's on 17. Actually, we have a couple, don't we?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think it's important, again, that our members realize how much we can offer them. But on the volunteer side, how much you can offer.
Exactly.
And to me, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. But I'm dedicated. Number one, I have the staff, to do it. On the other hand, it makes a difference.
Yeah. It's
it makes a
rewarding,
difference.
isn't
It's
it?
rewarding, even if it's just a thank you.
Yes.
Whether it's, through the Chamber or my support group, just a thank you.
Yes.
That's really all.
And speaking of volunteers, you were nominated for 2012 volunteer.
Yes, I'm outstanding volunteer of the year. It's a statewide award for Columbus County, and that was actually through my support group that I was nominated.
And that's amazing. It's always great for the community to know, the board that we have there, they're volunteers. Y'all aren't paid for this.
Right.
Jessica and myself, we do get paid. But our board of how many of them?
19, including
19.
me.
I mean, that's a lot of people that spend a lot of time trying to make the Chamber grow and succeed, and people just don't realize how much y'all put into it. I can speak, we can speak from firsthand experience, how much you're involved and how much, you take this role very seriously. And, Tammy Triplet-Kesky, she was chairman last year, and she took her role very seriously as well.
Yes, she did, and very hard shoes to fill.
It is, but you're doing
But
great.
on the other side of that, it takes a staff like you have at the Chamber to help us make it work. There's a great board. They're all very important to me.
Yes.
They've been very supportive of me.
Yes.
So again, I'm just very fortunate to work with a great group of people.
Yeah. And your vice chair, which is Alan Bryant, who
Yes.
will then fill your shoes. So I
Absolutely.
think that would be good for Alan to be in the Womanless Beauty Pageant
Absolutely.
we're doing. Because
We're
if he's
working
gonna
on
fill
that.
your shoes,
Yeah.
that would be kind of good.
Yeah.
So maybe that's how we can approach him. Or maybe if you're listening now, Alan,
Yes,
you've
yes.
got to fill Angie's shoes, and you do have cute shoes on
Thank you,
today.
thank you.
So maybe
And
you
he
could fill
comments
those.
on shoes often,
He
so I
does.
think he likes
So,
shoes, actually.
Yeah, we just
so we can definitely
we
get him
can
in a pair.
him.
Yes.
Exactly. So see that'll
yes,
work. Don't you
yes.
think?
And Alan's very capable of, he is definitely my right-hand man, and I couldn't do what I do without him with the Chamber.
Yeah.
What I want to know is how you juggle it all, being a mother, being a wife, being the marketing director there at the Beacon, being the chairman of the board, being a part of your volunteer organization. How do you do all that? and
Well,
still
I have very
have
good time
energy left?
management skills. By the end of the day, I don't have any energy left. But I think it's just time management, prioritizing. And again, I never commit to anything if I can't give 100%.
Sure.
But you'd be amazed at what you can do.
Right.
3 years ago I couldn't have done it because I was getting my son from place to place.
Right.
He's very involved in karate, band, scouts. He actually just achieved the highest rank of Eagle through scouting.